Okay, Lindsay Smith here with realagriculture.com. I'm here with Ray Bittner with MAFRI. We are at a hay day near Neepawa, and earlier today you made a presentation on sort of the value of silage, but maybe a bit of a different perspective that farmers may want to take on silage. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. The points I was trying to make was quite often people use silage as a rescue to take care of products that were intended for hay but turned out too wet because of rain. And I feel that what we should do is aim the other direction. Do silage with intention, knowing that it's an expensive process per acre, but make the best of it through best water usage principles, using the best fertility, trying to get real significant yields, and especially in the case of alfalfa, get a good regrowth, and then you can go back with hay or silage for second cut.
And now, you mentioned that it's an expensive process and maybe a bit of a learning curve for some that are very familiar with hay, but you also worked it down through to actual final ration. So how does using silage in a ration actually affect the price of that ration?
Well, I think the best thing about silage is when a plant is more vegetative is when it has the most nutrition. The leaves have the most nutrition and the most energy and most protein when it's young. If you do that and take this high energy and high protein product, you can mix it with lower cost products like straw, poor wild hay, or whatever value priced hay you can find, and stretch your ration quite far, and overall lower your price using a higher quality product.
Now, you also made a point about the timing, because of course silage depends heavily on sugars to ensile properly. What are some of the most important thing a farmer who wants to try silage really needs to take into consideration? The sugars are a very important part of this siling process. You have to have some youthfulness or vegetativeness to the plant. If you go to cereal silage that's grain and straw, it won't ensile well. It won't be as palatable, and the quality just won't be there that your neighbor has when he takes it at a vegetative state. So that's something everybody has to watch carefully. And what is the ideal moisture content that farmers should shoot for?
With chopped silage, never below 55% unless you absolutely have to, and never above 68%. If you can keep it in those ranges, start at the higher end of that, go down to the lower, you're going to have fine silage. With bale silage, 55% moisture is it at the top end, and probably 30% at the very bottom. Drier than that can cause some definite problems with heating and ruin the good quality that you aimed for.
Great. Okay, thanks so much.
You're welcome.